Shalom, shalom. Lord willing, we can do this video. You know, I don't really have nothing really set. It's just, waking up and seeing, my wives are sick. You know, we're still in captivity. You know, what is the main motivation? So I put up to work early to try to get motivated. You know, when you come to work and you got to get in this plantation, you got to get motivated. It is cold in the town. It's cold. You know, you got to get motivated, man. So something brought me back to because brothers was bringing it out yesterday at camp, and Asher brought out Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, which is amazing from verse 1 all the way to 14. Even though I read the whole chapter, it's like when he brought out that 15th chapter, it was smacking. It was like ha 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 ha. So that just hit me and that motivated me. The title of this, Lord willing, is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will reward the just and war against the wicked. And Lord willing, in between we can bring out some precepts before I gotta slide out of here and go to work. Um, Actually, y'all might not even be able to hear me that good. Salaki, family. Salaki. Just trying to charge my phone. I forgot that you guys probably cannot hear me. So I believe y'all might be able to hear me now, right? Like I said, we can go into Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. We most likely gonna start at verse 5, but you should read the whole chapter. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahawashi is who the world and calls Jesus the Christ. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and great millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. The Lord willing, the Most High can continue to put in their spirit to endure. Mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, in and out of congregations, teaching His word and believing His word. The Lord willing, the Most High can continue to put on your spirit to strive for this truth. And shalom to the wives and the single sisters that's believers of His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in your spirit to pursue to be a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. This is very important. Let alone, praying for one another. This is not a one-sided man team. Israel, literally the elect is praying for one another. And what Paul said, he prays that Israel can be saved. He prays that all Israel shall be saved. Let me see. I might not can't remember it off the top of my dome, but I know. If I find it, I'm gonna find it. Here we go. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved, right? And this is a beautiful thing to know that your forefathers that paved the way, from the prophets to the apostles, they've been praying for the elect, all through their captivity, all through their lives, from bad into good, the mighty men, even the sisters, they've been praying for the elect to come back to the Lord. However they was speaking it, they was praying for you, man. And we in this thing, you know. And that's why you want to examine yourself. Lord willing, you really is in this thing. Lord willing, you is about it, because we don't want to fake the funk. I don't want to just say I'm in the truth and I can't say, hey, I'm in the truth. I got faith of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and I do the work. I am rehearsing the law. I'm going into the law. I'm reading fluently. I might not be reading 6-7 chapters a day, but I'm in there, let alone I'm teaching. I'm going out to the highways and byways. I'm watching videos. Like, the work is just more than just one thing, But This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, yo, actually, I wanna do something a little different too, right? Because I've been enhancing my little reading. You heard? This right here is in like the back of my Bible. It's called Between the Testaments, and they give you different point of views of, like when we were in different captivities, and something stuck out to me that deals with the Apocrypha. Um, I was just reading it the other night, and for some reason I thought I highlighted it, but I see I didn't. Listen, hold on, y'all, cause I had it. I don't want to. It goes into the same thing of like back then they had like 70 men rewrite the scriptures. Dang. Next time I'm gonna make sure I highlight it for y'all. You know, I really wanted to show y'all. Wait, I think this is it. I'm gonna just, cause this is not the point, but I'll just read some of it. Because I had posted a picture on Facebook showing that Alexander was friends with some of, the Israelites. And all praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. When we go into, when you deal with the Septuagint, which is the Apocrypha and, the Old Testament, the Torah and the Law, it says, under Ptolemy Philadelphus, the Alexandrian, Jews translated the Old Testament from Hebrew into Greek, which would become known as the Septuagint, a term coming from the legend that 70 translators completed this work, right? And it's another point in here where they go into like the Apocrypha, you know, and it really shows, how like everybody want proof. Next time I ever do a video, I'm gonna bring this back, but it shows proof that it was Israelites that wrote the Apocrypha, and I was just showing that because I'm reading out the Apocrypha. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 15, Salaki. It says, but the righteous live forever. Their reward also is with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and the care of them is with the Most High. You know, that's a beautiful point at the end. It says the care of them is with the Most High. When you go to First John, the First John, the first chapter, or the second chapter, the 15th verse, where it says, "Love not the world," you know, or when you go to Romans chapter 12, verse 2, you shouldn't have any cares of this world, right? Because the world don't have cares for you. We gotta have care in the Most High, and when you have care in the Most High, you're you're at His doors daily. You love hearing that song. Like when Ezekiel was teaching, it sounded like a song to them, even though they wasn't comprehending or trying to move in the spirit. They didn't really care, you know. So we have to care. We have to care for the Most High. To really be in this thing, you have to care. You gotta have some type of feeling. You gotta have some type of fear. You gotta have some type of guilt for the things that you have done. You know, you gotta feel some type of way on the things that you've been reading. Because we can't just read this and not feel awe, like, dang, I did this. Let alone when you get in the scriptures, it should make you go harder. Because when we go into the world, the Lord didn't make this it's easy, but He didn't make it easy where you could just wake up, come outside, and you just see peace and you see people following the Lord. This is about the get back. So we're gonna see a lot of people that's not getting right with the Lord, and you're gonna see a few, because the Lord is dealing with a few. Make sure you're making yourself worthy in the eyes of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And even though the Lord can make you sick, The Lord can have you out of commission. You getting cancer, diabetes, you getting fired from job. You get hit left and right. But have the confirmation of knowing this has to be of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. The right hand side, the Lord is not the right hand side, the righteous side is not making you sick. You know. So this can be a chastisement, let alone it should give you um, confirmation of knowing how weak this body is. When the season changed, now your body got to get used to it. You probably wasn't outside all year, and then now you get outside, now you sick. You could be breastfeeding. That's taking that open up your pores, open up your immune system, and you sick. You know what I'm saying? You could be feeling like you all high and mighty. You might feel like, you know what? I'm getting out this sickness, and then you might be feeling good, and next thing you know, you get hit again. You know? And when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, I believe it's chapter 2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Maybe I forgot which one it was. I think it's through 2, though. Right? See, because let me just read this. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. Therefore, let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doing. He is upbraideth with us, with our offending the law, and objective to our infaming the transgressing of our education. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. And what is that fashion? Of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We have to be holy, set apart. You want to try your best to be set apart. Try your best to be set apart. You know, if you don't feel that you're not set apart, you're not doing shit. You ain't doing your purpose. Your purpose is to serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, for he is holy. You should be holy. We need to move with a different vibration. The wicked is always against us, just like the righteous is against the wicked. Let's get this side precept. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, going straight to the point. We'll start at 13. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure. You see how what the unrighteous was saying, the righteous is in a different fashion. The potter makes all his clay in a different fashion. Woo! We're all molded in a different fashion, right? Fashion it at his pleasure. So man is in the hand of him that made him, to render him as liketh him best. Yo, I like that one point where so man is in the hand of him that made him. When you go to John chapter 10, we are in the Lord's hand. Nobody can pluck you out the Lord's hand unless he do it. So if you're not really in this thing, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the Lord plucked you out. You're not in his hand no more, baby. You're not. A man that don't know he's being chastised by the Lord, or if he can't see judgment or correction, you are a bastard child. Just what it says in Hebrew. But if you believe and you know you're getting chastised by the Lord, and you can see that you could fix it. You can see that you could get better. You can see you need to talk. You need to seek the Lord more. You need to pray more. You need to believe more. You need to have faith. You know, you're going to know that you're being chastised. Eventually, the Lord is going to have a door open where you can escape. 1 Corinthians 10, verse 12 or 13, right? To read verse 14, it says, good is set against evil and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner and the sinner against the godly. It's always a battle. And if you can't see the spiritual battle, you know, you're not understanding the physical battle. Oh, yeah, blacks get knees on their neck. Yeah. What else do you see? You know, it's way deeper than that. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 16. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. Right? We're going to receive a glorious kingdom if we are part of that hopeful elect that gets saved on this side. Right? And the Lord is protecting the righteous. When you read Isaiah, the 43rd chapter, which my brother Bashar had put me on, you read in the NLT, it shows, you know, fire on the left, water on the left, but the Lord will give you adversity to walk through that path. You know, this is a narrow path, which is probably the most difficult path that any man or any woman can actually take. You know, but the difference is we taking this path to get closer to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right? Verse 17, it says, he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. Right? Because the Lord is going to use us for vengeance upon the enemies. I'm going to go to the other one, even though I should be going to the one where we are the Lord's battle axes. But I'm going to just go to this part right here, right? This is Psalms 149, and I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, for Yahawah, nope, that's verse, I'll start at 4. For Yahawah taketh pleasure in his people, and he will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing loud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bid their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And you want to have honor in that right now. You want to have honor that the Lord is going to get that get back. You know, he's going to get his lick back. You reap what you sow. Ain't no karma is a bitch. No, you reap what you sow. And that goes for us, you know. Any nigga, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your niece, your cousin, your homie, GG, women and men down the street, women that you might want, women that's in your house, however it may be. Death is coming, man. The Lord is, yo, that ticket, that dinner bill, that date meal is going to get paid at the end. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is coming with anger. And I can understand, you know, you live in your life, you don't see Yahawashi yet. In every captivity, this is how it was. He was telling Jake, yo, this kingdom about to get taken by the Persians. Oh, it's going to be a fierce king, or Babylon is coming. The Greeks is coming. Niggas didn't want to pay attention. And when you go into the Greeks, let alone this little history I came across, you'll find out that even when Antiochus was coming up, but Alexander was in play, it was coon-ass Israelites that was, they hate getting the end of the stick, you know? So they try to see if they can get up one. And that's where you get niggas trying to cleave to their oppressor so that they can get a higher position. Then when Antiochus came, you know, you had Israelite leaders, and then you had niggas that wanted to come against our leaders and be like, you know what, let me try to get in there. So he tried to pay his way through Antiochus to get a higher position in Israel priesthood. And then he started bringing profane things, you know. And what do Jake do now? Jake try to buy his way to get higher, you know. buy his way to buy secrets, buy his way to buy snitch, like Jay-Z has. Or niggas buy their way like a plant, like Kanye. I mean, like not Kanye, like Kevin Hart, where you dig the plant roots and then you can place it wherever you want. And that's where a lot of niggas, a lot of men and women are plants. You know, they got dug up and got put into a new place, and them niggas didn't even grow. You just a plant that don't grow. You know, there's a lot of people that are plants in this thing. It don't grow, and you don't grow. It's not growing physically. You're growing mentally and spiritually. Yes, that's gonna add physical. Yes, it might add spiritually, but it might add financially, but you want to grow spiritually and mentally. You know. Verse 18, he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of an helmet. And you know, our helmet, when we go to Ephesians 6, is the helmet of salvation. And the next verse is that spiritual sword, which is the word. You know, our weapon is not carnal. You know, our number one weapon, number one, number two, maybe three, you might get you a gun or a knife, but your go-to weapon is this sword. This is how we get our house in order. This is how we get in the kingdom. Again, the question I wrote on Facebook, if you know America gonna be destroyed, what do you gotta do to escape? And niggas is not saying it, man. You know, this is why we need the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because if we really did know what we gotta do to get out of here, it would be more step and less talking. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, going right to the point, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, by faith whereby ye have believed. And your works is not only the law. Niggas is just held up on the law. It's not only the law, right? It's you reading the law, right? Going back, because when you go into Judges 5 and 11, right, which goes into rehearsing the acts by going into the book and rereading the marvelous acts of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and the wonders. And the law takes a place in that, you know, because that was a wonder how it got made, right? Then, let alone teaching this word, right? Because Yahawashi said his work is to do the work of the Most High, you know. The Lord, and when you even go, I think it's St. John 6:38, you know, Yahawashi was sent to do the Most High's will, not his own will. You know, me and you are not laboring for meat that perish. You know, we're laboring for meat that's everlasting, which is Yahawashi. This is if the Most High's power is continuous and everlasting, and we're under this place under judgment, we supposed to be continuous. Because if the Most High is holy and we supposed to be holy, we should be continuous in the Lord's ministry. Always bringing that answer, always bringing that word, always bringing that correction, you know. And that's the work, you know, your faith, you know, believing, teaching, speaking, you know, axing down wickedness, sin, correcting brothers, correcting falsehood, false teaching. Niggas say a woman is a guy, you got to get on that if the spirit is upon you to do so, right? Yep, I gotta go into work, y'all. Verse 20. No, verse 19, it says, he shall take holiness for an invincible shield. His his severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Who is the world? When you go in different translation, it says nature, right? Or it says creature, right? You're going to even have animals fighting these wicked bastards with Hamashiach Yahawashi, and you're going to have the Israelites. You're going to have the elect men fighting against them, you know? We're going to fight against these unwise motherfuckers, man. Excuse my language. But we going to fight against these motherfuckers, man. And Lord willing, we are that number, man. Because I want to be part of that line. You know, I did a lot of bullshit, and I want to be part of that line, man. And this is why the men of the Lord is running to the Lord. right? Let me get this, and then, Lord willing, I might just leave y'all alone and just close it out. Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter, which I bring out fluently, verse 28. It says, strive for the truth until death, and Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall fight for thee, man. The Lord gonna fight for us. The Lord is gonna put that spirit upon you, right? Lord willing, the Lord put that spirit on me to be a hunter. I want to go hunt, you know. I want to go hunt, Lord. This is Isaiah chapter 43, verse 16. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which maketh a way in the sea and a path in the mighty waters, which bringeth forth the chariot and horse, the army and the power. They shall lie down together, they shall not rise. They are extinct, they are quenched as stove. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing now. It shall spring forth. Shall ye know it? Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. The beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons and the owls, because I give water in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. I give drink to my people, my chosen. This people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. And this is what the men of the Lord is doing. We giving praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi because he brought us back in this. This is how we know that the Lord is our assurance. We're going to make it through this, baby. We're going to make it through this. We're going to make it through this, man. We just got to keep our foot on the gas and still keep praising on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Don't get faint heart, you know. You get faint heart, this wasn't for you, you know. This is Baruch chapter 2. You know, verse 30 says, in the land of our captivity, we shall remember ourselves. I'm going to just keep on going to verse 31. It says, and shall know that I am Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, their power, for I will give them a heart, a mind, and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. You know, the men of the Lord and the daughters of Zion is thinking on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. In death, marriage, love, happiness, and sickness, we thinking of the Lord. Even when we so angry, even when we feel like ain't no hope, we still thinking on that name. 33, it says, and return from their stiff neck and their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. How do you remember that? By reading, by hearing the word, right? Romans 10, you know, faith come by hearing the word. You want to build your faith up even more. How you know you're building up your faith if you're not hearing the word, reading the word? You could be on your deathbed. Oh, what's something you want? You might want that meal. If you can, tell them to turn on your phone and play them verses. You on your deathbed. You know, it's always great to hear the words of the Lord, even when you angry, when you upset, and when you mad. You know, I'm gonna just end it right there, man. I got to go to work, but Lord willing, you understand that we need to get our minds ready for a kingdom. Get your mind ready for rulership. Don't have your mind only on being a nigga for the rest of your life. Have your mind on rulership, the kingdom. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. If it wasn't, hey, we're going to still do it again. And with that, it's Brother Dr. Bar, Yahawah Speed Shop.